Hello, good evening. Welcome to the draw for the semi-finals of the FA Cup with Budweiser. The thoughts of all of us here at Wembley are with Fabrice Muamba, the Bolton midfielder who collapsed during yesterday's game at Tottenham. Along with everyone who follows football, we wish him and his family the very best. So to the business of the day then, the draw. And our guests today, two men who shared a memorable cup final victory here at Wembley in 1988. Bobby Gould was manager of the Wimbledon team that beat the league champions Liverpool by 1-0. Welcome, Bobby. Defender John Scales came on as a second-half substitute for the crazy gang that day as the rank outsiders stood firm against the likes of Barnes, Beardsley and Hansen. Gentlemen, welcome to you both. I still, all these years on, can't quite manage to understand how you did it that day, but a wonderful day in your life, John.
It was. You mentioned a few of the names, you know, Liverpool league champions, clear favourites by a long, long way. I think we were as nervous about that as we were about how we were going to get to Wembley. Bobby in the semi-final, when we played at White Hart Lane against Luton, had driven a minibus and got us there in one piece. But I think the club stretched to a driver on the cup final day.
Minibus for the semi-final, one of many interesting bits of preparation for the crazy gang then.
Yes, it would have been, wouldn't it? But one of the greatest memories for me was actually sleeping with the FA Cup, Jim. Okay. My wife Marjorie decided to go back to the West Country and I was left at home in a flat in London with the FA Cup on my own. Where'd you put it? So I put it in the bed with me, Jim, and it slept with me all night.
And undoubtedly gave it a cuddle. And an interesting substitution, though, you for Terry Gibson, and not exactly like for like.
No, and as I ran on, everybody's looking to me, thinking I'm going to go back into defence, full back at the time then. But I carry on going up front. Vinnie Jones is looking for instructions, what's going on. And I'm like that. I'm going on to do the job that Terry Gibson had done so well. Alan Cork before Laurie Cunningham came on for him. We knew our job. We knew how to make it difficult for Liverpool.
We could talk extensively. We must get on with the business of the day, the draw. A quick check on the numbers for you. Liverpool, number 1, just beaten Stoke City. Chelsea, the favourites, number 2. Tottenham or Bolton Wanderers are number 3. And Everton or Sunderland are number 4. A reminder, both semi-finals here at Wembley, but in terms of billing, Bobby, you draw the home teams and John the away. Just the 4 balls in there, Bob.
What happens if I drop one?
I don't want any crazy gang.
You don't want me to drop one, then, Jim?
I don't want you to drop anything. all 4 in there, if you would.
I'm nervous for you.
You're nervous for me. Just don't you drop one.
And Bobby, you've got to go. You've got to go first as well.
Number 3.
Tottenham Hotspur or Bolton Wanderers. The quarter-final called off in desperately sad circumstances at White Hart Lane. To play.
Number 2.
Chelsea, Britain's last European survivors, favourites. Beat Leicester City, the last championship survivors, 5-2 at Stamford Bridge this afternoon with 2 for Torres. On you go, Bob.
Number 1.
Is Liverpool, just beaten Stoke City. Suarez the first, Crouch the equaliser, Downing the winner. And I'm
it is,
sure
of
you know
course,
which
number
one this
4.
Is. It is number 4, Everton or Sunderland. 1 apiece at Goodison yesterday. Precious little between the sides. It's short, it's sweet, you've completed it faultlessly. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you.
And that does conclude the draw for the semi-finals of the FA Cup with Budweiser. Those ties to be played in 4 weeks' time here at Wembley over the weekend of the 14th and the 15th of April.
Well, there's a few ifs and buts yet, Peter, but